Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you have a lot of long weekend plans. Good morning, Johnny and Missy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Just going to jump right into it. Looking rough. So we don't have, I'm going to go ahead. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Wow. Look at all this stuff that's not working. This scene needs to go there. Maybe even there. That'll be cool. We'll do this one today because I don't have, there's no instructions for this online. So this is the set that I'm building today. This is, first of all, it's the longest box I've ever seen. The longest, thinnest box. This is really weird. It's also got one of the longest titles, the longest names. New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter. That is dumb, and I think the box belies the name of the set. Hello, Greg. I'm excited mostly for to build this. This is very cool. This is the pilot we see in the show. We've got Morgan Elsbeth. We've got Baylan Skoll. We've got Shin Hati. We've got Captain, what's his name? Captain Porter. All right. The sad thing about this is we get no Sabine on a speeder bike. We get no Ahsoka. We get no, I think that's it. So if you want any of those, you'll probably have to get the Ghost, I think is the other big one, or the T6 shuttle. Those are, I think, the three Ahsoka sets. So we're going to get to that in a second. This also came with this gift with purchase. It is the space, or actually I got this. I got the rewards thing for this one. This is the one of 4. This is the only one I got. There are 4 other ones. There's like a fantasy one, a pirate one, and I think one with like a car or something, like a city one. I'm not really sure what the other ones were, but so I got this one. I don't know that I'll open it, but it'll be there. I may do a trade with it some part. This is what you get when you order more than 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever it is. You get a 12-in-1, which these are fine for pieces. I'm kind of like, I'm a little down on it because it's not really, I mean, there's nothing really special about any of those pieces. So I don't know. It'll be fine. These are fine. Goes with the other 12-in-1 that I've got that I opened up to play with the other day. So we'll just put that with that 12-in-1. So how's everybody doing today? How's your weekend going? You got any big plans for the Memorial Day weekend? I'm sorry, this is Labor Day weekend. Hopefully not working. If anybody finds these instructions live while we're working on this online, let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chat, because we're gonna have to work off hard copy instructions. Happy birthday, Greg. Brick Erie, huh? When is that? Is that next following weekend? I need to move this. Some of my should go right there. I don't know where this goes. Anyway, moving stuff around so I could get the rover up with all the other NASA stuff. So I had to get rid of some things, buildings and whatnot. I put up on a different shelf. My boat, sailing boat, gift with purchase thing got relegated to, I think it's parts time for that one. I don't have a knife anymore to open these. It's kind of sad. I had walk-ons. Next weekend, 8 to 10. Okay, cool. 8 through the 10th. Okay. You had walk-ons. I don't know what that means. Did you have football players come and play for you? All right, so the first thing we're going to do... Oh, I have to go grab my phone. Forgot my water anyway, so it's a good thing. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a picture of the QR code. So there's a QR code here. Take a picture of it. Be very finicky, and then my camera just goes, there's a website for you, so click on that. And it brings up Lego's site, and you go down here and say register your set. And then it has a little thing that goes, ta-da, you did it. So now this set is registered, and I get 20 points. So I think that's what everybody's been doing. So there's 2 instruction booklets, one for the E-Wing, one for Shin Hati's. I'm gonna call it it's a snub fighter, it's a Starfighter. It looks like a cross between the Fireball, General Grievous's fighter. It's got a lot of in-world similarities. It looks like a Spitfire. It looks like one of those P-38s or something. So anyway, here's some stickers. Really down on the stickers because they kind of give the sadly give the E-Wing some color I think it normally wouldn't have, so not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. But I haven't had to deal with instruction booklets in a while, so this would be interesting. Plus I got all this stuff in the way. Also, I'm dealing with bifocals. Got new glasses. They are bifocular. You heard me. Not a lot of bags to this set. I don't think we're going to get it done today, but maybe we can get the E-Wing done today. If we're close, I'll push and get the E-Wing done. Because it looks like we have 5 bags for the E-Wing. It said 6. Okay, so 6 bags. But the 6th bag looks like it has parts from... No, that's 9. Never mind. So this... Bag 1. So yeah. I got transition bifocals, which means there's no line, which means they go from here to a different focus if you just do this. But the focal point is right here in my eyes, and I basically have to, like, whatever I want to look at, you have to point your nose at. So if I want to look at that thing, I have to move my head. I can't, if I look out of the corner of my eye, or if I do this with them, the world does this. It looks like those scenes in movies where people get poisoned and everybody kind of goes like that. It's not the greatest feeling. I'm used to it. I'm used to it a little more now than I was yesterday. Yesterday I put them on to make sure they fit. And while I was at the doctor's office, and good morning, Vab. How are you? It's a sports bistro. Oh, you had walk-ins as walk-ons. Gotcha. It's like saying I had McDonald's. I see. So I put on the glasses at the optometrist, and again, we're doing real life instructions here today. That's a weird sound coming from somewhere. So I put them on, and everything just kind of went. It was, first of all, it felt doubled, right? My eyes and my brain hadn't got used to it yet. And I was like, oh God, no. And she was like, the lady was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, these just seem really out of focus and really hard to look at. And she goes, this is the first time you had progressives? I was like, yeah. She's like, it'll take probably a couple weeks to get used to it. I'm like, a couple weeks? I'm like, well, I'm not driving home with these yet. So I put my old glasses back on and drove home with my with my old glasses. But they say don't go back and forth with them. that'll hurt your head. All right, so we got our pilot, which is Captain Porter. There's your focus. Pretty cool helmet. I like the helmet a lot. And it's got a face mask for the front part of the head, and then got him and his stubble for the back part. He comes with hair, if you wanted to give him hair. A nice little... I don't think we see him without his hair in the show, so they're just assuming that's what his hair looks like. So there you go. He comes with a pistola. Yeah, I do too. Hello, Builds by Matt. How are you? I do too. The ones with the visor on the helmet. I would much rather that than the printed, because now you're super limited to, what the heck? Gee, wow, that was entirely too hard to get there. So, what color hands are those? Like dark tan hands? That's pretty cool. That pistol was really hard to get in there. I also miss the visors on the helmets, because now that you can't use that head for anything other than wearing a helmet. And if it's the wrong type of helmet, it looks funny. So I apologize for you not being able to build along this time, but there are no instructions online for this. I'll show you. This is Lego's site, and when you click on this, it says page not found. So, and this is where everybody sources their instructions. So Brickset, Lego brick instructions, they all just point to this site, and there's nothing here. It has a size, and I tried downloading it, and there's nothing there. So we're building the old-fashioned way with paper instructions. So looking down at the table is a little odd because everything kind of warps. It's just really funky. So how are you, Matt? What's up with your weekend? What do you have planned today? Johnny says I'll be streaming some putting together of our displays and also going around to the different lugs. Neat. How many lugs are going to be in that area or at the show? I assume people from different lugs will be there, but I don't know that they all come representing their individual lug, right? Like this is the arc lug display, or this is the C lug display, or whatever. Oh, I did start. I'm going to show you this. Pull this up real quick. Yeah, I don't need this browser anymore. There's nothing on it. I also don't need that text file anymore. So I'm going to bring this up real quick so you can see. So we got the long leg done. Really happy with this, how this turned out. These whips hopefully will connect down here. But I think it turned out good. I think the little, I don't know what else to call them, breasticles. The little concussion sacks up in the front, I think turned out pretty good, considering what kind of shape I had to make. I think it'll be sturdy enough with just these clips on the legs. It's not that big of a model. So pretty happy with that. Also starting the Behemoth, which is basically about the size of the Trampler, slightly larger. So I started with what I know to be the big cargo case that goes in the belly, and I'm just kind of sizing it off of this. You can see just kind of making the size. So haven't got that far. Got a foot in the container. So that's what's going on there. So that's fun. You have tomorrow off from work? Same. So trying to get some stuff done today so I can do some building tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, after this is going to be, I got our lug shipment for our second half of the year support. So I'm going to inventory that. We did a mad dash clean of our house yesterday because we had guests over doing a murder mystery, or a murder mystery box, those boxes that you get. So we did box 2 last night. We had dinner, and I scrambled to cook. And I would build the long leg. I really liked it. Thank you, Vab. I'll make sure to get instructions for that. I may need some structural help because I don't know that it'll go together very well. There's some iffy components in there that I haven't tested. So yeah, the lug shipment came in. I'm a little disappointed in how little we got. And considering I'm short on rather large sets for our holiday party in a couple months, I was hoping to get a couple big sets, couple kind of marquee sets to give to our members who have been coming to all the meetings. But I've also got people have been wanting to trade. I do this thing with them where I trade a larger set for a bunch of small sets. If they find a good deal somewhere, they can buy that good deal, and then I'll trade them the MSRP for that set, so they can get a good set, and I can get something that I can give to people. But there's not a lot of that. I don't know if there's going to be all that much to do. So there's not a ton of good sets this time, and just in general, not a lot. Oh, look, more of these pieces. These speed champion pieces. Oh, drink water. Don't clear your throat. Yeah, usually I get about 7 boxes. Last time I got 7 boxes. This time I got 4. So, and a lot of them are kind of small to mid-size sets, and I was kind of like, oh man. So, it's probably going to be a light Christmas for everybody. I may have to use some lug funds to see about buying some sets. So I'm going to talk to our lug board and say, hey, if you guys see some good sets for discount, grab a couple because blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is a lot less. And considering I've been giving away a lot of our sets because I just assumed that we would have more. I still have 6 boxes to give away, but they're all very small. And so Christmas is not going to be like a big giveaway thing this year. It's just going to be more of the same. I feel. There's some big, I mean, there's some, just not a ton. And that's hard to complain about to Lego. That's hard to say, hey man, I know you're cutting back, and I know you've had a bad quarter or a bad first half of the year and all, but where's our free stuff? All right, here's a good way to make a angled nose cone. Got some angled plates in there. You can see the angled hinge plates in there. And then we're going to cap it. This is kind of what the X-Wing does a little bit too. And this is very similar. This is a similar build to the X-Wing. The E-Wing was made, I think was made by Incom as a successor. So in the lore, this was made as a successor to the X-Wing. And the first time we see it is in non-canon in the EU. Don't call it Legends. In the EU was in Dark Empire comic. And then since then, they've been in games and stuff. So it's cool to see him again. But now they've done this thing with so right, yeah. So when I take apart this set, we've got 8 of those. That's pretty cool. Also, I think they used, instead of these 1x4 snot bricks right there, it's because they are lower. Their snot profile is a little lower, so that's probably why they used a bunch of them. Because it was either that or you use those 2x2 plates with like the snot stuff on the side, but then you'd have those plates getting in the way. So it's a matter of getting the right size on the snot on the side. So it makes sense that they used it. Oh man, my throat is just doing crap. Let's see what else is going on. So the official first day of Lego Day was yesterday with a bunch of new sets coming out. Most of them, not most of them, there were a ton. There's some Sonic, Star Wars, Harry Potter, some city stuff. The Concorde, the insects, right? I think that's all out now. I am waiting. Yeah, it would be. That's the only piece that would get that shape. Because if you did a snot brick, they go up too high. You could have done a headlight brick on its back, right? You could have done one of these. Let's just see. See if that would have fit. I'd be interested. But I think that gives you too much in the back. Yeah. A headlight brick right there would have worked too. So it's not the only one that have worked, but see how it puts stuff inside there, and I think they'd be worried about it bumping into this. So, and also these Speed Champion Fender headlight bits or whatever are really cool pieces. So to include a bunch of new ones rather than this thing that's been out since the 70s, they're probably like, yeah, let's throw a bunch of those in there. So what did anybody get anything a couple days ago? Friday for new Lego Day? I did not. I'm kind of hoping to see what's available for AFall Day in a couple weeks. I'm okay waiting for a couple weeks just to see if I can get anything. And if not, then I'll just get what I wanted the first time around. And we'll go from there. Have you seen the new 1x1 round plate with the bar that comes out and then turns 90 degrees? Wow. No, I have not seen that. Let's look that up. Design. Maybe it'll show up here. With Beast. The new CMF. So this one. Right? Oh, pending approval. Let's see. Beast CMF. Lego. X-Men. Or Marvel. Oh, this thing? Or this. Oh, that one. That's cool. Well, no, that's just ooh, no, that is a cool piece. That white piece right there. So it looks like it's attached to a bracket. So it's got this angled piece that goes into like a 1x1 plate and then a bracket underneath it. That's cool. Ooh, that's gonna be so. I love small pieces as a person who makes small um, sets and stuff. That's gonna be a very useful piece. Thank you for introducing me to that. Well, now I want to get a ton of those. I do not want to get the minifigs. As much as I like the X-Men, I'm not a minifig person. Although I probably should have got these. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been helpful in a lot of ways. That's the problem too when you're like designing stuff that you want to keep and show at places. To have new pieces come out that would have like really been helpful. You're like, do I go back and redesign that and then rebuild it? And the answer is no, because I don't have time. There are some microfighters I may go back because they're just clunky otherwise. But right? Yeah, that's a super useful piece. Because I think before you'd get that 1x1 or 1x2 plate that has the bar doing that same thing. I was just talking about the other day. No, I wanted a 1x2 with a straight bar coming out. That would have been great. But they can do it, obviously. They just haven't. Is that not attached to anything? I'm confused by something. Did I do this right? I mean, as far I know, that's all right. That's right. There's nothing in there. Oh. Yeah. That sticks way up there. It is a little small, but that's okay. Well, I'm sure it'll show up in bricks and pieces and eventually on, you know, it might show up on lug bulk. I'd be interested to see if it showed up on lug bulk later. They probably won't because it's too new, but it'll be interesting. That reminds me, is today the day that we do or is it tomorrow? Nope, tomorrow. Sign up for our lug first half a year. Oh, support. That's kind of depressing because I just got the this year's support, which was not great. But again, hard to complain about free Lego. This time around, I did not get 12 of those video game trucks, though, so that was good at least. At least I didn't get something like that. That was so bonkers. I don't even know what I'm doing with those. I still have like 7 of them. Free draft? I don't know. I'm just going to put them all out on the holiday table next year and be like, I don't know, guys. This is what we got. These are interesting. I don't think I've seen these before. They're not curved slopes. They're just a straight slope. But I mean, that angle has got to be like 12 degrees. Maybe. This reminds me, this is the same angle it looks like as the grilled tiles. The 1x2 grilled tile, grilled slopes. I'm sure these exist in like another modular as a roof tile or something. I just haven't seen them before. Pretty cool. Nice piece. Isn't that a neat angle? Yeah. It's like whatever that 12.5 degree angle is. It's pretty cool. Oh, first sticker. Do I want to put stickers on this? I don't know. Nah, I think I'll pass. For now, at least. There would be a sticker on this slope. This little thing to make it look like a little inlet or a scanning nodule or something. So now the only thing I don't like about this is the nose on this is going to be very blunt. And I'm already going to tell you that the underside is not going to be done. It's not going to be done very well. I have a feeling it's just going to be grossly overlooked. I don't know if you can overlook something that goes underneath, but maybe I might be wrong. Hey, we got an extra one of these. Cool. That's nice. Extra blaster. There's dude's hair. So there's your first bag. On to bag 2. So did you get a lot of, Matt, did you get a lot of the CMFs? Were you as put out by them being in boxes as everybody else seemed to be? I know that has not been. I know it's better for the environment to have them in recyclable material. But it's kind of like, everyone's like, well, paper is so much better than plastic. It's like, yeah, but we're also cutting down trees to make the paper. So we either make the plastic and poison the planet, or we cut down the trees to make the paper. I don't know which one's better yet, and I'm almost old enough not to care anymore. I wish I could care. No, that's not true. I do care. I have kids. Oh, I'm automatically like, when a page is, I'm so used to building with the instructions on the computer that I get here and I grab my mouse and scroll to flip the page. That's funny. Oh, yes. Old age is going to get all of you, too. Don't think it won't. Let's see. On the other screen over here, I'm going to pull up September 1st Lego releases. I got 12 just to see what my luck would be, and I got 7 different ones. That's not bad odds, I guess. All right, so the Brick site's got every set releasing in September 2021. That's not helpful. Try to scroll in your paper notebook. There we go, 2023. Comic book? No. I know there was a 2022. 2022. I just saw a thing. Maybe the Brick fan has it. All right, so no. Okay. Let's see. We've got the Harry Potter castle, smaller version of the Harry Potter castle. We've got brickheads. We've got Sonic brickheads. Anybody getting Sonic brickheads? It's got Sonic and Tails. In City, we've got a passenger airliner, and we've got the advent calendars are coming out. That I need to get. I should probably get those before they sell out. So grab one. Not really worried about the Concorde selling out because I feel like, although it might, I feel like it's a big one. And if it is, I'll wait. That's no big deal. I think the only ones I'm getting are the Concorde and the Insects. And this was technically September release. I'm also going to get the Spider from Mandalorian, Spider-Bot, but that was released a while ago. I don't think I'm not getting the gunship, and I'm torn about the T6. I don't know why. There's the Walt Disney Tribute camera, and then Peter Pan and Wendy's Flight over London. So that's our Disney one. Yeah, there's got to be. I mean, we've got how many square miles of plastic in the ocean right now? Surely there's a way to recoup that. Friends, we've got the Holiday Ski Slope, Lego Friends Calendar, and then Igloo Holiday Adventure. I haven't seen either of those up close yet, so but they do have a picture of the ski slope, so that's pretty cute. Then we've got Gringotts Castle, the Gringott Bank, which I think is a cool build. I'm down on Harry Potter in general, but that's a pretty fun build where it's like suspended halfway up, and you've got a regular modular kind of thing up here with some play stuff, big old dragon, and then like a really neat play feature down here. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. We've got the insects, of course. Yeah, plastic is just such a marvel. Speaking of Marvel, there's a Marvel Advent Calendar. Then, of course, we've got the Marvel Studios CMFs. We've got Brick Braille came out, so that's pretty cool. Or Braille bricks, not Brick Braille. I probably don't have a need for that. I'm not the target audience for that, but I still think it's really cool. Yeah, and Star Wars has a lot. They've got the gunship, the Ghost in the Phantom 2, the T6 shuttle, the E-Wing, the Advent Calendar, and Chewbacca. And we don't talk about Chewbacca, right? I saw a great mashup that was We Don't Talk About Bruno and Hamilton. And so the music was all Bruno. It was all from I don't even remember the name of the movie now. That movie. It was that song, but it was the lyrics were the intro to Hamilton, like when he introduces himself. It was really funny. Encanto, thank you. I wanted to say Enchanted. Like it's not Enchanted. What is it? Times 2. Let's see. Star Wars. Yeah. Might get the Ghost. I didn't get the original Ghost. That's the thing. Like, this might be one I get because I didn't get the original one. My Star Wars thing has lately been, did I get one originally? And if I did, I'm not going to get a second one. That really has been kind of my MO for the past couple of years because I don't want any more Millennium Falcons. I didn't get the new X-Wing UCS because I have yet a UCS X-Wing. But I didn't get the Ghost initially, so that might be one to get. Times 2, so I have to do this times 2. Sad that it doesn't come with Thrawn, which I think... Was it the original Ghost or the original... I think it was the Phantom that came with Thrawn, right? Because this new Phantom 2 is a converted Sithipede shuttle that they stole during the show. That only us nerds really care about. Right, okay. Now, was it the Phantom 2 or was it the original Phantom? Was it the replaced shuttle by then, or did they actually do... Oh, this is going to be tricky. It all goes on like this. Surprising amount of Technic in here. I'm not happy with it. I could pull up the set and find out for sure, but I'm sure it might actually be the Phantom 2, but I don't know. I think those are supposed to go straight out. Okay. Oh. This is all very twisty. At some point, I need it to not be twisty anymore. I think it's just supposed to hang like that and be the wings. That hangs too far down. We'll see. Phantom 2, the one that is shaped like a Separatist shuttle, because it was a Separatist shuttle, I believe, was the only set we got from Season 4 of Rebels. So let's look at Lego Ghost, because I want to make sure. So this is the original Lego Ghost, and it does not come with a shuttle. It is Sans shuttle. And then we do Lego Phantom. Yeah, that's the original. Oh, this is something somebody built. Rent awesome Lego sets. See, this is the original one. Nope. 75048. Well, let's look that up. Make sure it's not some knockoff. So yeah, that 2014 doesn't look like it costs much to get if you want Chopper and Ezra. But if we do Phantom, the one with Thrawn is also just called the Phantom. But that's the Sithipede shuttle remake. So they didn't call it the Phantom 2, which is dumb. All right, well, my curiosity has been sated. Ooh. So the one thing I haven't got used to yet with these new glasses is looking at screens. Oh, it just is not very... conducive to the health of my eyeballs yet. Okay, so we got another one of these. And then we've got this. I'm very glad for tomorrow being off, so I have just 4 days of new glasses instead of 5 days. I don't know if I'd be able to. I'm gonna do a lot of like pausing every 20 minutes and staring off into the distance to let my eyes relax. So that's all snug. At some point, they're going to make this so it's not all droopy. And I hope it's soon. Again. So the Austin FC tied last night. They didn't lose. And man, the way they celebrated, you would have thought we would win a championship or something. We just lost so many games in the past few months. So that was fun. But I didn't get to watch it because we were doing our murder mystery party. Oh, yeah. Yep. I agree. Also, that last goal, I know New England fans are going to be mad because that goal was like, so there was 3 minutes of stoppage time and they scored with at like 3 minutes 50 seconds or something. So I think there was probably like a huge amount of time set aside for a substitution or something during or like after stoppage time or something that lingered. But stoppage time is also really weird because the ref can't stop a. I think it's discretionary, but I think there is kind of an unwritten rule that the ref won't stop a voice is given out again. Won't stop a play if a team has a possession and is in the offensive area and is in a position where they might be able to score. Like they won't stop. They won't be like, we got a bunch of guys on the 18 and the ref goes, nope, game over. It's like we were about to score. Oh, neat. That sounds fun. I mean, I'm sorry you had to go to Colleen, but that sounds kind of cool. I spent all day cleaning because that's what you do when you have friends come over. And I joke with them all the time. I was like, thank you guys for coming over because I needed to clean my house. Yeah. And I'm also happy we're not in a losing streak anymore. And I already got my ticket for the next home game against New York. Who are we playing next? Got my Q2 Austin FC app. Schedule. So yeah. Oh, we're playing Portland. Oh, we have to go to the Portland one. So we've got kind of a friendly thing going on with the Portland supporter section because my friends Cheryl and Claire they're the patch people for basically the unofficial patch people for the supporter group here, official, unofficial, and the patch team, the patch group in Portland is monstrous. Like they've been going at it for about 15 years or 20 years or how long are teams there, and so they have patches all over the place. And what they do is it's filtered by these people who are graphic designers who come up with these ideas, and then they basically have a manufacturing place in China or Vietnam or something like that. And so they get all these patches made really quickly versus us who have two ladies in their house with two embroidery machines doing it. So they have a leg up on us a little bit. But the two groups, the two people who do patches have this unspoken, got some of these in white. That's nice. Friendliness about them when we play games. We get together, we exchange patches, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be cool. And so I'm sure there's going to be people there at the stadium that we'll hang out with during halftime and stuff. Or maybe they'll be we go to a pub or a brewery beforehand to hang out, and I'm sure they'll be there too. So, Missy, was it like a cultural thing? Like, was it an event? Maybe a support for, I forgot about these guys. Support for Maui kind of fundraiser thing? That would be kind of cool if it was. All right, so we should be on bag 3. Yeah, not going to get this done today. I think we're only going to get two more bags. But we'll see. Stop flipping over to the other screen looking up the history of the ghost. Might help. So, Matt, I feel like you're watching Ahsoka. If you have knowledge of the ghost. Just those two, huh? So Polyfest. That's neat. More of these guys. Wow. So now we're up to 12 of these guys. If you're keeping score. So I need to start building my mock for next week. We've got a very short turnaround for our next meeting. Our last meeting was the 16th, maybe, of August, 20th, 21st, something like that. And our next meeting is this coming weekend, and I need to get on it. We've got our seed parts are 1x2 click hinge plates, and our theme is flexibility. So I'm debating on whether I want to actually make something that is like a flexible thing using those hinges. I have an idea of how I could use those hinges to make ruins for Horizon Zero Dawn. So I was thinking of maybe extending. Still have that plate with the scenery, extending that out because I need that done anyway, and building like a 2-plate bit of scene. So I may do that today and tomorrow too. Build a lot. because I just got some plant limbs from the store, so I might try to put those to some use. And then use the hinges to be like make a building, but have it leaning and have pieces that are kind of crooked, and they're gray, so that'll help. But I want to cover them in like orange and nougat to give it kind of a rusty ruins look. Modern ruins, not ancient ruins. So we'll see. I may run out of time and just go. Here's do a Glen thing where I just make a pattern. Find some lug bulk that I haven't used. Make a circle. Put those things on it. Yay! The spider went in yesterday. Cool. You have a lot built and have to build a lot more. For Brick Erie. All right, this music is not inspiring me to. This is all chill today. It's blues, chill bass, chill EDM, chill piano, classic, alternative, ambient. Let's do Surprise Me, see what happens. Oh, good. I get a duet piano song called Together Again. Yeah, this will work. I just need something more invigorating on a Sunday morning. When it does surprise me, I wish it would tell you like what station this came from, so you could be like, yeah, do that again. These I'm loving these guys because they give you the snot capabilities without being super high. Like you can do this kind of thing. That's very cool. Some greebling going on here. So, if you've built brick heads, you know that this means that this is the brain of the ship, right? That's the brain of the ship. Also, it's got the sides on it. I just don't think they probably make it. I thought they made that in black. They could have done black there, but having it as pink is kind of funny. Ingots. Which is kind of funny because, I mean, the droid's going to sit right there. They could have done this up here and have that be where the droid is, because that's the brains of the ship, right? Kind of. I like the batteries in the Buzz Lightyear brick head. What are those pieces? I literally just took down the Buzz Lightyear spaceship. I'm going to take that apart pretty soon because I don't need that up anymore. Black. Yeah, this is still kind of an X-Wing style fighter. It's got the same tapered fuselage. It's got like the component stuff in the back. It's just where the engines are and how the wings are shaped. It doesn't have anything that moves, so it's easier to maintain. Like if you were a starship maintenance crew, it's easier for you to keep working because it doesn't have S foils. They use just 1x1 round bricks with flat silver studs on top to look like batteries and are placed loose inside the center of the... Oh, neat. That's cool. That is kind of neat. So we had guests over last night. 4 of our friends, and then 2 of our friends brought their kids. And their kids are 13 and 9 or 12 and 9 or something like that. And then the oldest is like 16 or something. He's huge. Ooh. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Inverted 2x4 tile. Nice. This is going to help on a lot of stuff. That's super cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So their friends came over. Our friends came over, brought their kids, and I was like, oh man. So I knew they were coming, but I didn't realize the oldest was also coming. We thought the oldest was with his mom. They're divorced. So, okay, here goes another sticker that I'm not going to put on, but basically that, and it's that to give it more of a greebled look. I would sacrifice, like mock builders would sacrifice that slope and actually put in some, like a 1x4 snot, and then kind of build out some greebling right there. Figure how to make it kind of slope-ish, but anywho, really delaying on this story. They came over, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to entertain these kids. And it's not my job to entertain them. It's their parents. But I want to be helpful. So I told them, I was like, do you guys want to build some Lego? And they're like, yeah. So I went and grabbed... Now I have 10. I had 11 of these from our bulk light thing. And then I had like a couple sunflowers, and I had, I think, a 501st battle pack or something like that, which I'm just like, I don't care. I'll buy another one. So I'm like, here you go. Go play. So that kept him occupied for a little bit. And I put the oldest in front of the Netflix and was like, what do you like to watch? He's like, anime. I'm like, here you go. But it was kind of nice to be able to go, here, it's backlog and I'm never going to build it. And it's just kind of in my way. So go play. 1x5s. Nice. More 1x5s. Ooh, this room is getting warm. Let's go turn the AC back on. So that's interesting that they did that. Kept this kind of gap right there. That's pretty cool. A 2x5 plate? I think that's only a matter of time, honestly. It just seems like they're probably just going through and saying, what have we not done? I don't think we'll ever get like a 1x7. You know, at that point, it's like, well, just do a 3 and a 4. But I think structurally, a 1 and a 4 and a 2 and a 3 are not as strong as a 1x5. Whether we get a 2x5, I think a 2x2 and a 2x3 are still pretty strong. So it's just a matter of, do they want to do the piece count? Do they want to spend the money to make a new mold process? But this makes me super happy. I don't know what this is. This song's called Party On. Okay. Another 70 years, probably. What about a 1x16 plate? I think that's too... Because we have a 2x16 plate. I think a 1x16 is just too fragile, and it would warp and bend too much. That seems like something that would actually break. Because, I mean, we've got a 2x16 here, right? No, this is a 2x14. But we do have 2x16 plates. I feel like a 1x16 is something that would snap really easily. So here's the other sticker that goes over here. On that one. I feel like I'm in a mini game in a Mario world or something. Toasty. It's getting toasty. I wonder what the weather is going to be like today. We've been running our consecutive streak of 100-degree days. So I'm wondering if we're going to hit another one today. Should start cooling off, but hasn't yet. It's only supposed to be 99 today, and then the rest of the week is going to be above 100. And even overnight. So like the next 10 days, even in September now, we're still going to be in the hundreds with upper 70s overnight. Ooh, more round stuff. I agree with that statement. Ubiquitous double convex upside down slopes, inverted slopes as landing gear, which they always do. Oh, you got your Brick Rodeo pass? Cool, me too. I actually got mine the day we talked about it on the Wrangler call. So I got mine like a week ago before we told the world about it. I need to get back into doing a little more of the social media stuff. ×3. Need to get some stuff ready to release for the next little bit. This goes all the way in. Okay. These two do not. Yeah, the promotion for Brick Rodeo went out super early this year. Like last year, or last time we did it in Austin, it was like December. We released Early Bird in December. And then we're still selling out. Like, I think they didn't sell out till maybe April or something. I forget. It seems okay. Well, I don't know why they did it so early this year. Like, I have no idea. Like last time we did it, it was 6 months ahead of time, and then public tickets didn't go on sale till like April or something. So it was 3 months ahead of time for public tickets, because the public who just go to for that day, they do not buy them ahead of time like that. That's a week ahead of time purchase or a that day purchase. But they also sell out pretty quick, so you got to get them. But yeah, I don't know why we did it so early this year. I think it was so we could use the money on the tickets to be able to like pay for some stuff. We're getting a certain, what the heck? There's no, oh, okay. That's where it is. Got it. Okay. I'm like, those don't exist. Times 2, which means these fold up and go in here. Aha. It's a lot of pieces to make the wing shape that you want. We've been doing pretty well financially. The convention has. And so this year has been a bit like, let's spend a little money to get things like speakers and parts for swag bags and stuff like that. Maybe throw a little nicer things in the swag bags than before, kind of stuff. Whereas before it's been kind of a penny pinching exercise to save money. You don't want to spend too much, but I think this year's been a little bit like, I think this is going to be one of the years where we can spend a little. So we'll see. Maybe, you know, starting the tickets so far in advance gives us the opportunity to do something a little extra. I don't know. Wasn't involved in that decision. I barely do the social media stuff. Like, I was in charge of pushing out something that I had to get the design approved and the text approved, and was told the date, but everything else was like other people making the call. So I was like, This was a lot of work in here to get that angle. Right? That is a lot of work, and to make it stable. Whereas before, I think people, like, they would have just made it at a certain angle and plugged it in with some pins and been done with it. So I'm having to hold off. Want to make sure I can go, and has lots to happen for that. Yeah, I mean, keep me posted. If I can help in any way. Stupid stud shooters. Although these are pretty cool. They look like they actually make sense in universe. This is funny. Well, I mean, I don't know. You get a flight. The link to the hotel is also up. So on the website, there should be a way for you to book at that hotel. And I get, like, it's a ways ahead and it's money to spend and stuff like that. So I get it. It's easy for me to say because I'm in town. All I have to do is drive there every day. And I don't have to rent a car. And I don't have to get a hotel. I just have to pay to get the ticket. So I get it. We are going to have a... I cannot with my throat today. Just so you know, if you need a ride from the airport, I can come pick y'all up. We will have... Because I know you guys from doing the stream together, so don't think that you have to get an Uber or something. I can come get you from the airport. We usually will have a... I think my cat is sleeping in a box. That's what's making these weird noises. He likes sleeping in and on top of boxes, and I have a lot of them over there. We'll have a program. What? Oh no, that's just 2x6, but I don't think I've seen blue before, so that's nice. Where we will have people volunteer to go pick up visiting AFOLs from the airport. So they don't have to get Ubers or they don't have to get taxis or something like that. So on our Discord, there will be a place where you can sign up if you want to be part of that group. But again, I know you guys, I can come pick you up in my crappy little Mazda. The lunchbox, as it's affectionately known. What do you got going on at the end of the year where it needs to be done by the end of the year? Are you taking it someplace? Nice, big, fat wings. Oh, you know what these can go towards? I'm missing these in my Tantive 4 build. So once I'm done with this, I can take it apart and use these. I love it. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you know what? I just jumped right into building this. I didn't build poor Morgan Elsbeth. Which I'm sorry. I know Star Wars names are a bit funky, but I think that the name Morgan Elsbeth does not sound like she would have been a Night Sister. Like, it's just not a Star Warsy evil person name, Morgan Elsbeth. Ugh. Anyway, that's her. That's her madness. Does she have another face? Yep. She's got a I know something you don't. Little head print up at the top there. Back and front on the torso, nothing on her dress. But I mean, her dress is black in the show, so there you go. Oh, the design will have to be, yeah, I get it now. Your design will have to be, I'm 100% with you. Like, if I don't get all my machines, the Zero Dawn machines done by December or January, I don't think it's going to be, because then I have to order parts and build everything. So we'll see how that goes. So I wish you luck because I know what that's like. Yeah, I get it. At least with my machines, they're small. So if I get parts within like a week, I can probably have it built within a week. But it's nothing like the giant stuff that you're going to be doing. It's the Merv Griffith Show. Anybody? I feel like I just won a fabulous car and prizes. So pour some out for Bob Barker. Pour some out for Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett is actually eating his cheeseburger in paradise now. We had margaritas last night in honor of Jimmy Buffett. We'll just design it. Yeah, just show up at the convention with like a printout. You know what I like at conventions, and we've got a couple of people in our group that do this, and I did this once. They have like material to read about the model that they've displayed. Um, in some cases, like the train guys will do it. Sometimes there's a ship, like a boat ship, that's been done that has a bit of history, and there's like they have printed material to read about the history of that boat. They love talking about it too. There's one guy in our group who also does like he's done like a old Da Vinci type machine that had an interesting past, and he had written material all about it. And like I have a hard enough time just building things to also come up with like a presentation for it. I'd be like, ah, come on, man. Except one time, my ex-girlfriend and I had a whole thing going on with we were doing basically we used those old Mars guys that look like mini doll heads with droid bodies. Remember those? It was like Life on Mars or something. I still have some. I should bring them out. We used those as the Martians, and then some just classic Futron space guys as the space guys, and we built a bunch of different space things that were. Yeah, if you haven't seen them, let me go grab some if I got them. So we built this thing that was all space. If the two like humans and the residents of this planet actually like coexisted and built. Does that just sit in there? There's no way that just sits in there. Yeah, I didn't think so. So it was a lot of like different things that the alien tech brought, and then the human tech brought to coexist on this planet. And it was cool. And we also had like some stuff written out about the stories of the two, you know, like what this specific thing was and everything. So that wing's on there pretty good. It just sat in there, like, pinned by with some two axles, and then clipped right there with the boat bottom. So if you haven't seen these are the Life on Mars aliens. This is the one thing I actually kind of am glad that I got in the breakup. But you can see how weird are those? I mean, the heads alone. But I mean, look how weird those are. They got little eyelashes. Right? Here's one with like a little mask on. It's the legs that get me too. Somebody's got like something on their head. A little bit of hair, freckles. So another dude with a helmet and a different colored arm. I don't know if the different colored arms were. I have two with like two different color arms. I don't know if those were just because they got switched out. But yeah, these are weird. So I got a handful of those. And again, I never got those originally. Those were the X had a bunch of those sets. So when we broke up, I was living somewhere with like all our Lego, and they're like, "Nope, I don't want any of it back. Just keep it." I'm like, okay. Well, I got a bunch of. Now I have 2 Millennium Falcons. What am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, the gray alien back. with that head. I think that'd be fun. Just that with. Can you imagine these with just they're all gray, but those with just big black eyes? I think that'd be amazing. So we have a new giant capital ship in Ahsoka that we're never going to get a... See, I would have switched that. They probably intended to. Which we'll never get a Lego set for. The original episode where we first see Shin and Hati and Skull. There's a clamshell-like capital ship that they board and then they proceed to wipe everybody out. Those look like evolutions from the GR-75s. The cargo ships or the transports. And what color are those? Just gray, I guess. So they were pretty cool. I'll probably end up building a microfighter out of that with... And I need to check this out. I think... Let's look while we're doing this. IMDb. Excuse me. Oh, I need to watch One Piece. Is anybody going to watch One Piece? The live action? I've heard it's really good. Season 1, Master and Apprentice. Top cast. Holmes one's comm officer. No. He was the captain. Yep. So, I don't know if you caught this or not, but the captain... This is like a deep throwback or whatever. The captain of that ship that goes, I think they're bluffing. We're going to go down and talk to him, right? And then he gets owned by the non-Jedi Jedi. He is a... do you guys remember Aliens with the Space Marines? He's... There's the two with the Steadicam miniguns. He was the tall blonde dude who got murked, like in the first little bit when they encountered the aliens. Ooh, it's getting wobbly in here. I heard it good, but missing a lot of the details from the anime. Oh, okay. Well, I've never seen the anime, so I'm debating whether I haven't seen the anime, and it's always been one that I want to go back and watch because I've heard good things. But also, I'm like, oh god, now I got a whole anime to get through before watching the show. Because I think it has like 1 million seasons or something. All right, this is a solid engine. Solid looking engine. Facing that way. With that facing out. Okay, cool. Cool. These pieces in white, very cool. So tired of just seeing them in gray. I just saw these in white the other day when I was doing Horizon stuff because I almost used something like this. So very happy to see this. Makes a great intake for an engine. Yeah, it'll take you about 6 months if you watch 27 episodes a day. That's like those things where it's like, do you really know what $1 billion is? If you spent $100,000 every day for the rest of your life, you might get to 1 billion in like 150,000 years or something dumb like that. I love those. Should make one with One Piece. If you start today, this is another sticker piece. There's a thing that goes on the end here. Where did they go? Kind of upsetting that they just don't do. So whatever. That. Okay. I'm definitely not stickering a 2x6 tile. That seems like a rookie move. So far, this set seems like a lot of fun, and I think probably highly mockable. Like you could probably easily be able to change some of this stuff to make it a little more greebly, and add a few pieces here and there that Lego probably couldn't because of costs, but you could because it doesn't matter what you spend on it because it's yours. I don't think I have a 3-length bar in red. Hey, Frankie, what's up? Yeah, that's exactly it, Matt. This set is not going to stay together forever, maybe a couple months. So I don't generally if it's a set that's going to be on display, like a UCS set or one of the big ideas sets or one of the big idols sets, or some cars like the creator expert cars. Flowers don't generally have anything on them. The thing is, the idols and ideas sets generally don't have stickers, so I'm not too worried about that. The Pac-Man set were, as far as I know, they were all prints. They will print those, which is kind of nice. But anything that I feel like I'm going to take apart, I don't put stickers on. Which means I have instruction booklets full of unused stickers as well. So, which I'm fine with. Got a lot of these gray candlesticks too. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Brett's Builds, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Right. Oh, I am. Okay, well, I missed a piece somewhere. That's not going to be good. Let's see if I can backtrack and find out, because this should not be here. How far back? Oh, cool. Not too far back at all. Right on, right on. Snap. So that's eventually going to go down like that, probably at that angle. Right? And we're on bag 5. Well, I might push this to bag 6. We'll see. I gotta feel like we can get this done pretty quick. And so if you guys don't mind going over 2 hours a little bit, we'll finish the E-Wing today. And then maybe tomorrow night as a special, maybe Labor Day, couple hours or whatever, we'll do hotties. Just maybe in the middle of the day or something. I don't have any plans, so... Matt also, I can feel my voice going out. Yeah, I was doing, we had friends coming over that night and I needed to get our house cleaned. So I kind of wanted to go, but I knew we had company coming over. So I needed to get ready for that. I always tend to hit the drafts. Always tend to hit like right when I'm doing stuff, so that's kind of sad. But it's fine. It's whatever. Um. Also, Matt, in terms of stickers, I think a lot of us may have been burned in the past by stickers, especially us older people who put stickers on because they looked cool and they were part of building the set, and then the stickers would not come off. So like if you took it apart to build something that you wanted to later, the stickers would shred or get gummy and not really come off the model very well. So you were left with these gunky pieces. And I think the solution to that for a lot of us was, well, I'm not just putting stickers on anymore. The stickers have improved. I understand that. They're more vinyl now-ish than they are paper stickers. But I think a lot of us are like, no, thank you. I can do without. That's fine. Yeah, I'm still dealing with stickers like this. This is the first UCS Tanta V4, and these stickers were just terrible. Like, I don't know how to... These probably will never come off. You have to, like, wash them. I tried, like, the hot soak, the washing. You just kind of have to scrub them off or something. Oh, did you get your new Tanta V4 stickers? That's cool. You'll have to let me know how those work out because I'm going to get a set as well. It was different from the one that you said initially, though, right? Because I think I have that bookmarked. I don't know why I have that bookmarked. Yeah, I don't see it. The Netherlands guy, okay. I've got MacBid bookmarked. Why do I have Brick Builder bookmarked? View store. Oh, this is what we think is at the Pick-a-Brick wall, and I don't think this is updated anymore. I will. I have to remember to go visit it more often because I remember like once a week, and I generally don't necessarily want anything right then. So, but I will keep an eye on it and let you know. Got a brand new Yavin for $70. Nice. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end up telling you all the stuff I want and then build up over the course of the year, and then you have to come down to Brick Rodeo to bring it all to me to save on shipping. Right? Oops. Works for me. Right on, right on. Yeah, that's a good thing, especially if it's like you don't really care if you get it right away. Like, I don't know. I keep saying that there are sets that I want to get day one, but then I end up not. The last few months, I'm like, I'll get it whenever. And even if it's sold out, I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I don't mind not getting it right now. There's another sticker that goes on that. It's these two. Go on there. So this that's missing a little bit because that's very iconic to the E-Wing having the big sort of machine parts right here. The fact that you can't do without the slope right there. But the thing is, the slope isn't holding on to anything. So you 100% could do something with just bricks to make that work. I can think of like 3 ways right now to do it, but I'm not the one who designed this set. And again, it comes down to limiting parts and lowering costs. So, because yeah, see, that's just a slope and it doesn't connect to anything in there. So you could kind of build it however you wanted to. And this just sets. It should just set in there. What am I missing? I think I'm missing this. I'll put 2 of those on. It really is. I love it. It has this sort of, it looks like it could exist in the real world, but it doesn't look like anything we have. Right? That's why I like it so much. The X-Wing, obviously not anything that would exist in the real in our universe. But the E-Wing is kind of like, yeah, that looks like it could be something. But it's just alien enough not to. I dig it. And that's a very satisfying bit right there. Just sliding these 2 pins in there. I don't know why that's not. Just holding those 2 in there. Okay, so they don't slide out. All right, engine. I'm going to take my glasses off for a little bit after this. All right, this music is no. Come on, man. Is drum and bass going to be too much? I'm worried that's going to start. Beth and I go on occasional, just like little road trips within Texas because you can't really get out of Texas in more than a few hours. So we go to different little cities around town. And it always comes down to having conversations about what technically is drum and bass and trip hop and all these other types of EDM. And her descriptions are always funny because it's like EDM, I feel like, is the Mexican food of music because everybody always says, well, it's a combination of like the bass line and then a bit of the hi-hats and then there's like a lot of repeating building synth and you're like, that's every EDM there is. No, but it's different. And I'm like, okay, how is it different though? Does it have a different origin? You know, so it's kind of like going, yeah, well, this Mexican food dish is different because this is a combination of tortillas, meat, and cheese. Okay. Well, but this one doesn't have, or vegetables too. Oh, that needs to go in all the way further. And I know she hates it when I do that. Oh, I tried to scroll the page again. And this is also coming from somebody who's listened to a lot of EDM over the years, like since I was in college. So it's not like I'm ignorant of the music. Snap. Da, 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 da. So the we're having dinner last night, and we're solving a mystery box, a murder mystery box. And I'd given the visiting guest kids some a couple Lego sets to build. I talked about that earlier. But in typical kid fashion, they were done with the ones that they built. And so they came over to me and they're like, "Excuse me, Mr. Ben." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Do you have any other Lego sets to build?" I'm like, "I mean, technically, yeah, but it's like, I don't want to give you my whole backlog. These are sets I don't mind if you build, but some of these I'm like, I don't know." So then I went and found the big tub of unsorted brick, and just kind of, I have it in a tablecloth that um that I just put into the big totes, the big tubs, right? And I just lower it in there, and it's just kind of sitting there. And then when I want it, I pick it up by the corners and go put it on a table and unfold it. Then I can sort and sort and sort. And then when I'm done, I just pick it up and put it back in the thing. It's a pretty good process. But I was like, "I'll tell you what, here." And I just picked it up and put it on the floor and let it open up. I'm like, "You can build whatever you want out of that." I'm like, "Can we keep it?" And I'm like, no. I'm already letting you keep these other sets. It's like, go over to somebody's house and I was like, here's a free thing. Cool. Can we have more free things? Oh, children. Sweet summer children. Oh, neat. Hunt a Killer box. Yeah, ours is a Ren Fair themed one where the king of the Ren Fair was killed by somebody, and we're trying to figure out who it was. And so we're on box 2, and I feel like we're getting pretty close, but we're only on box 2. So it's kind of like, are we going to be done with this? Are we going to know who it is before we're even at the end? But it's fun. It doesn't take long. Each box doesn't take too long, because all you're trying to do is like, you read the documents that are in there, and then you there's an online thing. Oh, you're on the same one? Yeah. So you get like, you get a bot, a computer program that like answers questions for you on their website, and you basically are eliminating people. But we also have a bunch of conspiracy-minded, kind of quick-thinking true crime people. So I think we're all like, I think it was so-and-so. But it doesn't let you like do that. It just, you have to kind of go through the story. Ow, come on, man. What the heck? These inverted curved slopes are the absolute worst to get on. I just looked for my build for Brick Rodeo. The base, the tower, and launch pad is already at 13.5K pieces, not including the rocket. Wow. That's going to be a lot. Okay. I can't with this either. Very picky about the music I listen to. Okay, well then play. Yeah, a lot of that, if you're repeating it, it's a lot. It's a lot of repeating. All right. Click. I gotta put that on. I don't know what. Oh, we got to do the cockpit. Yeah, I'm not going to leave this. Okay, so it's almost noon. If anybody needs a bail, that's cool. But here's what we got so far. Bag 6 is the finale of this ship. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. I know it will run a little over, but I think that's fine. Copy and paste betrays me. Nice. Oh, 6 isn't even that big of a bag. So we should be all right. Very small bag here. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do the other one. All right, so first is our droid. I don't know what the droid's name is. Let me look it up. It just says New Republic Astromech droid. Man, homie don't even get a name. So this is Captain Palmer's droid. If anybody wants to look it up, maybe he's got a name. It's I'm gonna call him let's call him IK8, and we can call him like IKEA. What's up, Scott? This is IKEA droid. So come up with initials for IKEA droid. He helps you put together your Bjornymph. So this is going to here. Are you gonna buy a car just to come to Brick Rodeo? That's funny. That is a stray piece. IKEA droid. Dear Lego, please do not underutilize your undercarriages. Sincerely, everybody who's ever built a Lego Star Wars ship. Oh, I see. Something to just kind of rent to get down here. Yeah, because if you're building a big thing that you want to show off, you can't fly with that. All right, which way does the dot go? On the front. Frank, if you're still on, we're gonna miss you at the library con, but I hope you said your sister's wedding? I hope you have fun with that. It's fine too, because I think we got our footprint got greatly reduced. So, which is kind of upsetting. Because longer time, I think a bigger event. And we're going to have fewer people there. So. Or we have the same number of people, just bring less stuff. But, 3 or 4 of us with less stuff is just us sitting around all day going, hey, what's up? And then they go on the outside. So these landing gear do not look retractable, as far as I can tell. But I may be wrong. Oh, no. There you go. Okay. Kind of retractable. I was going to say, I wouldn't think that Lego would do that to us. Your niece. Okay, cool. Yeah, speaking of, I forget how old I am, and you're my age, so it's like, sister, Jesus. My 60-year-old sister is getting married. I just got a wedding invitation for my ex-niece, but still, I consider them, and they consider me family. So they're getting married too, and we're like, what? No, they're not old enough to be getting married, and they're in their, late teens, early 20s, whatever. So, oh, that's it. Okay. Landing gear es completo. Nope, not if I'm gonna do it like that. It's not. Okay. Okay, Derry, you okay? I don't know if it's supposed to be like slightly bent or more bent. I feel like it's more bent. I like it more bent. It's more bent time. Mighty more bent Power Rangers. What's up, Macro? Here in the States, we are celebrating Labor Day. It is a event that is precipitated by us not working a day in celebration of the fact that at some point somebody thought it'd be good to work less than 80 hours a week with no weekends or whatever the case is. I think there was. So this is to kind of commemorate unions and not working yourself to death and that kind of stuff. Yeah, long weekend. Woo! Means I can sort Lego. I can play some Battlefront and not feel guilty about it. Go on some walks. We've got friends coming over tonight. We're going to watch some Doctor Who and eat leftover taco stuff. So it'll be fun. So I hope you have a good weekend as well. Because we are just about done. Look at that. 6 bags in 2 hours. That seemed to like snap in weird. That's so odd. I don't know if that's by design or not. I don't think it's supposed to snap in like that. I think it's supposed to go farther down. Because I don't get a, hey, this needs to snap thing on the... These are all your shoot 'em up things. There we go, yeah. It's just supposed to sit in there. So, this comes out. You put your guy in there. And then your canopy. And then you're all set. All right, well... That's it for this one. We will continue this maybe tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. Oh, the droid goes in here. Let's put the droid in there. The one thing that this doesn't have that in the old extended universe, the old extended universe, I don't think had a astromech. But what it did have was a giant laser cannon on the top here. Like, that kind of went over the canopy. So every time you'd open the canopy, this thing would have to swivel away or go up. So it's something I feel is missing from this. Because I don't think the cockpit's supposed to be that high up on the model. But if we look at, let's take a look at an E-Wing. See if we can find one. E-Wing. Because there's going to be... different versions based off the game and stuff. So you can see here, it's a little more in line with the canopy, a little more slender back here, but it's got this giant cannon on the top. And this one doesn't. So they did away with that. They also changed where the cannons are on the wings. But in most cases, you can see it's got this big cannon on the top. So this design for Ahsoka is a different design, kind of altogether. The wings are slightly different. The engines are fine. You can see that in some cases, this kind of wing coupling here is a little more greebly. Here's one from the miniature game. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to look more like an X-Wing than it does. And I really don't like the fact that it's got that bumpy canopy right here. Like, I wish this was a little more in line with the canopy. So if you were mocking it, that would be something to change probably. Somebody doing their own model at some point. Ooh, I wonder what that is. So yeah, we've got I'm glad that it's now a canon ship because I think it's a really cool ship. It's been out of the spotlight for a while. So it's pretty cool to have it back. Yeah, so there you go. So that said, I will be back maybe by the time we do Shin Hati's ship. Yeah, and it would have been too complicated to have a cannon up here and the droid and have to remember to move that to get the canopy open, stuff like that. So I get why they removed it, but it could easily be, you could easily not have the droid in there because you see in the images, there's no droid for this ship. They just put in droids because droids are cute. But this was one of the first ships that didn't. Oh, here you go. Look at that. Look what's listed in the. There's the microfighter version of it. And I actually tried to put a turret in there. This was weird because it's a long nose one, and I tried to keep it the same build as an X-wing because this is kind of built like an X-wing. But then the wings ended up being a little bigger than I wanted, so I might go back and make this nose a little bigger, just slightly, like maybe one stud longer. But yeah, so that's it. You guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you have a fun weekend. I may be back tomorrow with the second half of this, which is only 4 bags. There's only 4 bags, and it's Shin Hati's fighter, so we'll do that. Yeah, so have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.